Hey everybody, welcome back to our non-alcoholic beer and gin review series, otherwise known as my dry January and my New Year's resolution. I'm not drinking anything for the month of January, and instead I'll be reviewing a new non-alcoholic beer or gin throughout the entire month. Now today we're going to be doing something different. We're doing a double header with 2 beers in one day. Reason being, number one, I've got like 50 of these, which is way more than the 30 days in the month. But the one I just reviewed first, actually, which you'll see second on the video, was so bad that I just dumped it and I couldn't drink it. It's actually been discontinued, and it's kind of older. Maybe it went bad. I don't know. So we're going to do 2. So the first one we're going to be doing on the video is the Funambule IPA. So Funambule is the non-alcoholic beer of Grande Allée. Grande Allée, this is a Quebec brand. I'm assuming that sort of translates to like go big, maybe. Allée is to like when I went, or yeah, Grande is big. So yeah, my translation says go big. Beats me if it's right or not. Anyways, this particular one, we have calories 40 per can, so it's fairly low. Ingredients, it is a really hard to read white on a fluorescent green background. We have water, barley malt, rye malt, wheat malt, hops, and yeast. It has an IBU listed of 50. And again, having a really hard time reading what it says for hops. Well, it doesn't actually list the hops. It says something about notes, tropical fruit notes. Yeah. So, anyways, that's me struggling with French. Let's give this one a go. It has the sound of a can of pop when you pour it. Very large, very loose bubbles, dissipating super quick. It looks like a fairly high level of carbonation. As you can see, the head is almost gone, which was very quick. So not impressed with that, but it is hard to get a head that holds in a non-alcoholic beer. Yeah, so let's see what we got here. Color-wise, pale to a little bit of sort of peachy tones, like a peach juice. Not overly hazy or anything like that. Okay, let's check out the nose. I don't know if you can hear that. Let me just see the fizziness of that beer. Yeah, really carbonated. Oh, nice hoppy nose though. That's the first one of the IPAs that I would call it, what I think of as an IPA. Lots of them have been sort of fruity IPAs. This one's definitely got that pine resin. Oh, what's that other smell? It's another type of tree. Oh, it's a lovely nose though. Yeah, I'm not picking up any sort of notes of fruit on the nose, even though I think it said something about that. Mostly just a good hoppy pine resin. Yeah, that's lovely. That's what I would expect from an IPA nose, which so far in our testing has been kind of lacking. So let's go in for the taste. Cheers. Yeah, some peach and tropical fruit for sure on the palate. I can definitely get that in there. when you aerate it, and just on the finish you get back to that pine, little notes of hops. It's got a nice bitter finish that sort of leaves your palate watering and feeling clean. Yeah, really nice hops flavor in that. It definitely is high on the carbonation side and thin on the body side. And we've talked about that quite a bit. It's hard to get a good body in a non-alcoholic beer. I don't know why that is. Body must come from the alcohol. Yeah, and there's something about that level of carbonation and the lack of body that makes it seem like I'm not drinking a beer. I'm drinking a very pleasant drink. It has a wonderful nose. It has some good flavors. It's got some nice dry hoppiness. But you couldn't give this to somebody and expect them to think it was a beer. But it's quite nice, quite drinkable. I like that quite a bit. It's just that high level of carbonation and the thinness of it that's throwing me off from giving it a really amazing score, but it's definitely going to get a decent one. I think I would call that an 8.5. I've got some other products from this company, and I'm now looking forward to trying them very much to see how they do with the other styles. So that was the Funambule IPA. I was just looking on their website. They also have a Quebecois IPA. I don't know what the difference is that makes up a Quebecois IPA versus this. Maybe it's more of that juicy fruit sort of style that I think of from the East. Yeah, so like I said, doubleheader. So I'm going to put up the next video after this, the next beer, which I actually tasted first. Take it or leave it. It's kind of like a bonus. The product has been discontinued and it was horrible. So this one's interesting. I had this one sitting around for a while. Got it as a 4-pack from a website called well.ca and thought I would save it, knowing I was planning to do something like this. Well, it turns out I've had it so long that it's been discontinued now. So I'm not sure if it makes sense to try it or not. I looked up Gruvi online and it said that they're from Denver, Colorado. However, this one clearly says brewed in Canada. So this is their IPA, 60 calories. Ingredients, it lists water, barley, wheat, maltodextrin, hops, and yeast. So maltodextrin is it's like a carbohydrate of sorts. I think a lot of them use it to kind of add body to non-alcoholic beers. So yeah, we will give this a shot anyways, even though you can't go out and buy it. But they still do make non-alcoholic beers. They make one called Juicy IPA now. I haven't tried it. Whitehead, very large bubbles, very quickly dissipating, pretty common in a lot of non-alcoholic beers. It is holding a little more in the center. Yeah, not too bad for that. Okay, color-wise, very pale, tiny bit hazy. Let's give that nosing. Not a lot on the nose, a little bit of tropical. Kind of like a wet smell, something like a little off. Maybe it's gone bad, I don't know. Yeah, it's not overly pleasant. And I can't quite put my finger on what it is, but it smells like something like a wet piece of clothing or something like that. Yeah, strange. Okay, go in for the taste. A little bit of pineapple. Again, an odd flavor. A little bit of pineapple, a little bit of peach, not much for hops. Very carbonated, very thin, not much body to it. Yeah, I have to say I really don't care for that one. I don't know what the lasting power is of a canned non-alcoholic beer. I would expect it should last a while, but this is probably a year old, so maybe that's what's going on here. Yeah, anyway, it's a bit of a moot point, I guess, because it's not like you can go out and buy it. It's been discontinued. But I would give that we'll give that a 6 out of 10. So nothing impressive for sure. Probably finish it, but yeah, that's about it. Anyways, come back and join us for tomorrow, day 14. That'll be 2 weeks, and hopefully we'll have something a little better for you.